On Sunday, May 1, 2005, Mary Holloway and her boyfriend of 3 years, Daniel Bradley Cohen, disappeared without a trace. It's been 16 years and the case of the missing hikers remains unsolved. This is what happened. Mary and Daniel were a very close couple. They did everything together. Both were avid hikers, who enjoyed taking on difficult trails and testing their limits against nature. Both were 23 years old. Mary was a forensic science and technology student at the local university. Beloved by her peers, she was an intelligent go-getter who worked hard and excelled at every challenge she faced. Less is known about the personal life of her boyfriend, Daniel. He was estranged from his family and was fiercely independent from a young age. The young man worked for UST, listed on company records as a consultant from 2002 until the time of his disappearance. Acquaintances say that Daniel had become paranoid in the weeks leading up to the incident, but that he refused to confide in anyone. On the night before their disappearance, the couple were seen at the local cinema complex. They watched the hit film, Past Tense, after which they were seen arguing in the parking lot. Despite this, they left the complex together in Daniel's car. Mary spoke to her mother for the last time that morning at 8:36 a.m. She reassured her mom that everything was fine and that the couple's planned hiking trip was still on. As she always did, Mary ended the call telling her mom that she loved her. The couple left home at 9:30 and got to the trail at 11. They started the hike at about 11:15. Witnesses say they seemed relaxed and in good spirits. A black helicopter was spotted in the area by various witnesses during a 2-hour period of time between 12 and 2. This was investigated by police, but was dismissed as a potential lead. The couple were seen by other hikers at approximately 12:05 and 12:46. They were observed arguing at 1:22. A witness overheard them talking about whistleblowing and how dangerous it is. The last time they were seen alive by anyone was at 1:41, walking a small distance apart and not speaking to each other. What happened next, no one knows. Mary was supposed to check in with her mother. When that did not happen, Helen Holloway called the police. The search for the missing hikers commenced the next morning. The search party found an abandoned campsite, which was littered with the belongings of Mary and Daniel. A strange symbol, made up of bricks, was found at the campsite. The meaning of the symbol remains a mystery to investigators. The couple's torn clothes and traces of Mary's blood and DNA were also discovered. Their phones were never found. Mary's dad, Ronnie, died in 2010. Despite the couple being declared legally dead in 2012, Mary's mother has refused to give up hope that her daughter is still alive. She searches for Mary to this day. Despite a thorough investigation, no links to Daniel's job at UST could be established. The multinational was cleared of any involvement in the case. Not surprisingly, many believe there is more to this case than meets the eye. UST is at the center of one of the more widespread theories on the case. Many believe that Daniel was on the verge of blowing the whistle on this controversial company's covert activities. They found out and silenced him swiftly. Sadly, Mary was collateral damage. The assassins who did the job were the ones traveling in the mysterious black helicopter on that day. Another theory is that Daniel murdered Mary and staged the scene. He left town and restarted his life elsewhere. Proponents point to the discovery of Mary's blood and the lack of any of Daniel's DNA at the scene, as evidence. Another theory posits that the couple were murdered by a notorious serial killer, who operated in the area at that time. The Lover's Lane Slayer is said to have encountered the arguing and distracted couple, who he overpowered and dragged to the final crime scene. It must be noted that the serial killer's MO did not fit this crime and police dismissed the link. Finally, some believe that the couple encountered a supernatural entity in the woods that day. Something that took them and left very few traces behind. This heartbreaking case changed many lives. These two young people, with bright futures ahead of them, simply vanished. Questions linger with no guarantee that we will ever get any answers. Helen Holloway continues hoping for a miracle. She lives with the pain and heartache every day, not knowing what happened, never being able to say goodbye to her beloved daughter. Until next time, this has been the case of the missing hikers.